There we go. Okay. You get 10 free private Beatle concerts, but you can't listen to any of their songs after the concerts.
I'm
I like the Beatles. All right.
sorry. I'm not a big Beatles fan. I don't really care about this one.
Okay.
Okay. I probably wouldn't press the button.
Me, I like the Beatles. But honestly, it wouldn't be much of a Beatles concert considering that Lennon and Harrison are both dead, and Ringo and
I feel like these are like magic rules.
they'd magically come back to life,
they
and
just
you
like
get 10
poof.
free private Beatles concerts. Okay, if anything, I'd want them to do another 10 more recording sessions so that more music can be played for the people. I mean, that's how it should be. But 10 free private Beatles concerts. Okay. Truth is, I like the Beatles all right. My favorite songs of theirs, probably "Come Together" is one of my favorites. "Helter Skelter," I just love the chaos that song has in its groove and everything. A lot of really good songs. I wouldn't do it because their music will live forever, and I think for me, I'd want to listen to it even after I saw them in concert. Don't get me wrong; I'd love to see John Lennon and talk to him about philosophy and everything that he had in his mind, and I'd love to pick George Harrison's brain about his dabblings into Hinduism. But anyway, I would not press the button. So you wouldn't press it because you aren't interested in the Beatles. Me,
Yeah,
I wouldn't press it because I don't want to deprive myself of music just because of I have an unrealistic fantasy. So yeah. So 42% of the people did press the button, whereas 58 did not. And it took me an hour to decide this, not to press the button. My life would be meaningless if I couldn't listen to the Beatles. Also, a known fact, most people who call the Beatles overrated have never heard more than 5 songs from the Beatles and have no right to judge their music. I've heard pretty much all of their music, man, and to me, they're good, but they're not the best ever.
I mean, I've never called them overrated, but all values subjective, so I don't really
I'm not
care.
going to call the Beatles overrated. They've earned their place in music history from where they were and the times that they were in. I mean, honestly, the rock and roll scene at that time was shot, literally. I mean, everyone was dead or in jail. I mean, or in the army. I mean, honestly, Elvis was in the army. Buddy Holly was dead. Big Bopper was dead. Eddie Cochran was dead. Richie Valens was dead. Chuck Berry was in jail. And next thing you know, these pretty boys with these long haircuts come across from England and play the exact same songs as Buddy Holly and them, and they make $1 billion. And it's because they had everything going for them. They had the allure of international appeal. They had great music chops. They were all great musicians in their own right. Save for Ringo, he's an okay drummer. And then and you also had the deprivation of rock and roll. Everyone was it was taken away from them by the early 60s. The only thing that could really compete at that time was the Beach Boys, and by the time they made it big, Brian Wilson was doing so much cocaine, I'd say he probably suffocated in his sleep about 3 times, and not even Rhonda could save his ass. Okay, so yeah, I've ranted about stuff Micah really doesn't have any.
I don't know anything about music. I've
I'd say
heard some of their stuff.
One.
I mean, I know they're big. You can't really live and not know who the Beatles are, but it's just not my jam.
That's true. All right, so I've got this here. That was a good dilemma.
Yeah.
I'd say it was a good one. Okay, you became... Oh, God.
Press the button. Press it.
Okay, first we have to say it. You become your favorite video game character, but you can never leave their world.
Press the button.
You'd press it?
Yeah.
I know who you'd become. You'd become
a true son of Skyrim.
You become the Dovahkiin,
yes.
The true son of Skyrim, and you would pretty much roam the land slaying dragons and and betting winches. But
nah, I'm gonna do the impossible. I'll marry Serana.
Oh, aiming high up on that list.
That's right.
So Micah would press the button. Me, my favorite video game character. I really don't have a favorite, but if it's the situation like Micah's looking for, I'd have to say I'd press it too.
Do it.
61% of the people did press the button. That's the biggest margin we've seen.
Yes, that guy, Mark Hemmingson, right there. You're the man.
Fusto Ra, mother.
That's right. Get you some of that. That's a good man right there.
We all live in a Pokemon world.
True son of Skyrim. Yep.
Go Charizard. A lot of people I see on here GTA. Dude, that's real life. I mean, just that's minus the Inazuma 11. Oh gosh, coughing. Accidentally killed off the remaining Deathy. Oh gosh.
That was a good question.
That was a good question. Okay. Will you be able to snap your fingers and appear exactly how you want, clothes, hair, etc.? You have to live by candlelight for the rest of your life. You snap your fingers and you look perfect. But you have to live by candlelight for the rest of your life. Huh. I don't know.
I don't know. There are certain awkward situations where I enjoy having my flashlight. I tend to carry several day to day. And honestly, I mean, look at this hair. It's like
a candle around it wouldn't do so good. So,
I was just saying that it's already amazing. So, I mean,
okay. Yeah.
Do we really need to?
I was gonna say okay. I thought you were talking about it burning or something.
Well, that too. I didn't think about that. I'm just being stupid.
And you hate the smell of burnt hair.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. Sometimes you gotta be a little rough around the edges.
Well, dude, truth is perfection is an unknowable thing, and truth is exactly as you want to appear. But yeah, appearance is overrated in some regards, so I will not press the button. 60% of the people did press the button, whereas 40 did not.
When you need more light, snap your fingers to make an LED light up suit. Oh,
that's good.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
The force is strong with this one.
Yes, indeed.
I said that was pretty good because it takes a lot of imagination to kind of.
Okay. You get access to the legendary Goat Tower. They will eat your unlimited breadsticks.
Is this from that Goat Simulator?
I believe so.
I've not played it extensively enough to know.
They will. Well, how can they eat your unlimited breadsticks when they're unlimited? I mean, can't you just like swipe a few every now and again?
I mean,
the goats get to
well, here's the thing, but like other food is still accessible to you, right? So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I've got like legendary power, I'll let somebody just sit there and munch on breadsticks for the rest of their life. That's cool.
If that's what they want to do, sit there and get fat, by all means.
A legendary goat tower.
Yes.
I wonder what's inside of it. I don't know. We'll press it. I'm down with it. Goats are awesome.
50-50. Look at that. With a slight lead going to the people who did press the button. Joke's on you. I get to feed goats. Why does it sound like Deadpool wrote this?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I assume this is from the Goat Simulator game. I don't understand
I'd
what's
say
going
so
on.
too. All right, so I'd say that was a bad one. Okay, rid any physical or mental disorders from yourself or anyone you choose. But your most embarrassing moment will become a viral hit on YouTube with no one to forget it. Do it. I'd do it.
I would do it because I know my most embarrassing moment, and it's what I mentioned before when I burned my hair, eyebrows, and eyelashes.
My most embarrassing moment.
I think that
was at school. I probably told you all this. I was out on a playground and I was playing. We were playing like a rough version of touch football, and it was raining really hard. And there was a big crowd of kids like watching out there and everything. And I go up for a pass. I catch the pass and I land on my feet. Right when I land on my feet, I feel someone come up and push me and everything. I don't realize it at first. His fingers got caught in the back of my shorts and pulled my shorts and my underwear down in front of everybody. And yeah,
you're welcome, ladies.
At that time, yeah, I'd say you're welcome, ladies. But now, no, I wouldn't get. Maybe next year, whenever I start my workout regimen back up. But yeah, but back then, that was definitely one of my more embarrassing moments. I was just
totally understandable.
And I remember I threw the football down and I was pulling my pants up and everything, and they had mud and water all over them, and it was just like squishy the whole time. The rest of the day I was in school. It was a rough time. So yeah, rid any physical so you pretty much become John Coffey minus the electrocution.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all you have to do is just have your most embarrassing moment become a viral hit. Okay,
let's go for it.
I'm all for it. 67% of the people, or 57% of the people, did press the button, whereas 43 did not. Worth my brother's oh, that's deep, man. That's deep. Worth my brother's autism. If he can get rid of his brother's autism, okay, I can get that. I get that entirely. If I could rid my mom of her back problems, just snap my fingers and give her back her ability to function normally, I'd do it. Same thing with my grandfather. If I could have had my father walk one more time before he died, I'd love to have done that. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't care embarrassing myself, guys. I mean, hey, I'm on YouTube.
I started to say, are you all familiar with the channel at all?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I submerged myself in a giant trash can full of ice. I willingly got myself smacked by my mother on camera for an intro to Awu. I mean, Micah stood out in the yard and had his hair blowing all around him when he had the fan thrown on him.
You're welcome.
And me, I've had a lot of embarrassing things happen to me, guys. And truth be told, they don't bother me anymore because here's the thing. Here's what I do. People have their steps of grief and everything whenever something traumatic has happened to them or something bad has. Here's what I do. I realize that it happened. I dissect the steps that led to it and realize how I can prevent that from happening, and then I get the hell over it. That's my 3 steps. Realize it happened, go through the steps as to why it happened, and then get the hell over it. And I know that doesn't work for everybody because there's a lot more traumatic things that can happen. Like me, that's how I handle grief. That's how I handle my grandfather passing and everything. And a lot of people said I got over it a lot quicker. It's just because I'm used to doing that by now. I'm used to just getting over it. But a lot of people they don't want to just get over it and all that because it hit me really hard. And I realized I knew it was coming. I mean, heck, when you're in a wheelchair for that long, I mean, it happens. Man, and plus when you get up in age, I mean, we all break down eventually. All right, so yeah, that got a little dark, but that was a good dilemma.